Welcome to Pull the Pin Radio, War Room Edition. I am your host, Jim. Joining me with, as usual,
There it is.
dog. I
Nate
don't even know how I
what's
messed
up,
that
Jim?
up. I messed that part up. Jeez, how do I just do that?
Oh, you do that manually?
Do what?
Put the names up there?
No, that's
Oh,
automatic. You think I do that?
it just happens every time you say it. I don't know if you did it or not.
No, yeah, the timing is good. Yeah, there's no
Oh,
way I could. Like I said, we're regular people too. We got a lot of stuff to do too. We don't.
not regular or average.
We're average, but I mean, we don't. We don't get a lot of money from you guys, so we can't.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Can't make this content superior for you. So, I mean, if you send us a whole bunch of money and we just keep begging for more, then we can like retire from our everything else we do and just do this stuff for you because we know you love it. We know it's entertaining, especially for you, Chris and Johnny out there. Johnny, I don't know. I think Johnny, man, we need to give you a job, Johnny. We need to give you a job.
He giving
'Cause,
us headlines.
well, he did give one, but honestly, it was coming anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in this episode. It was coming anyway. So I could. Well, you know what? Why don't we start with it because I'll give him the shout out. Thank you for the headline and thank you for being the butt of this joke. But yeah, let's. Oh well, let me tell. We didn't introduce the show, did I? This is the
we
episode
just,
where
we just shout out Johnny and Chris.
yeah, this is the episodes where we pulled headlines
Headlines.
from mainstream media or whatever you want to call them today.
Or from Johnny's recommendations.
Well, he still gets them from a source, and
Sure.
I find them in different sources too. But anyways, we appreciate it, you guys. If there's something you want us to talk about, just send a headline too. But yeah, then we talk about it from our perspective, whether we've read the articles or not, because we're busy too, and you're busy, so we have to make stuff up just like you do. We have to get angry at things we have no idea what we're talking about, but we are good at it because why, Nate?
We're just average veterans. We've been around the world and we know everything.
Yeah, and the good thing about that is what?
Never been fact checked.
Boom. There you go. Even unless you count Chris and Johnny fact check. I think Chris probably fact checks us more than anybody. But thank you. We appreciate you. So yeah, that's it. So let's get to Johnny's headline.
I'm gonna fact check you, man. Your internet's been pretty stellar this past couple episodes. You must still be hooked up properly.
I'm telling you, bro, and I'm still on Wi-Fi on the new internet. We're gonna get hardwired.
All
I
right,
got
well,
hardwired.
let's get you fired up. Let's talk about Johnny's.
That's it. Johnny, drag queen sailor, used by Navy to recruit, draws Republican ire. Now, Johnny, I think, sent a different one, or maybe not. Maybe this was the one. I'm not quite sure if he sent this one, but I picked this one specifically because of those last two words there.
Republican ear.
Ire, I think it's called. But
Ear.
I drew that for a reason because what is this headline about?
The Navy using a drag queen to recruit.
Yeah, right. But by throwing in those last two words, that's what they're trying to make this headline about.
Well,
But it has
you know what? The numbers are so low right now. Whatever brings them numbers, let's try it all. Let's do it.
Well, but the problem is we don't know if that's why the numbers are low.
You don't think that's why numbers are low because they're doing stupid shit like this now?
I don't know, dude. Like I just go back to my time in basic training. Did you know if anybody in basic training or anything that was either gay or transgender or any of that stuff?
No, we didn't ask. We didn't tell.
No, right. We didn't know. We didn't know who was. You may have had suspicions here and there, but also if you ever caught anybody staring at you in the shower, they'd probably get their ass whooped. And that includes gay, straight, or whatever they were. Like, you just don't play that stuff. And especially in the military when you commonly have to share.
Jim, that's the old military. This is the new military. Come on, let's go with the times.
Yeah, okay, I get your point. But I mean, the problem is, it's you're in an environment where you don't have time or place for that crap. I don't need to feel uncomfortable for any reason.
The old military didn't have problems recruiting because my recruiter told me there was only one slot left and I got it. So they must have not had problems recruiting back then. I mean, my recruiter wouldn't lie to me, right?
No, not at all, dude. Come on. When was the last time you seen a recruiter lie? We go on his NCOER. He can't afford that.
When he speaks.
But you get what I'm saying. I get it. Even if there was, people of different types in the branches and service, because there was. I mean, matter of fact, I remember my first duty station. There was a big investigation because one of the MPs that I worked with was sleeping with the sergeant major. 2 guys. You know what I mean? And the guy got relieved of duty and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But it, it's it's just it's just complicated because we have a mission, and morale matters. The same reason I don't approve of young privates stripping for money. You know what I mean? Like women in there doing things for. I don't approve of that crap.
Times are tough. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Right? Yeah.
I probably gave him a couple dollars myself.
25 I heard about you.
But I don't think this is true unless you show me a picture or a video. So
Yeah, yeah. It was your turn in the barrel, right? But you get what I'm saying? It's like it's just weird to me that we've got to make like who does this? Who are they recruiting? Like who are they recruiting with this?
good
Like
question.
when you think of a military person, okay, fair enough, Johnny. We're going to call you guys out. Well, the Navy, we never really. I mean, when guys share a bunk
The
in a
Navy was always
submarine,
gay.
we always thought the Navy probably be a little. Yeah, we always made fun of them for that. Maybe they're a little on the feminine side, and so maybe this is right down their alley. I mean, the Village People sang a song for them. I mean, you know what I
Well,
mean?
you do know what a submarine and a condom have in common, right?
What's that?
They're both full of semen.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know what I mean? Well, I've talked to a guy from a submarine, and he was drunk at a bar in Hawaii when I was stationed out there, and he was telling me how they swap bunks. You know what I mean? They share a bunk with somebody who, when they're on duty, they're off
Yeah,
duty.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, dude, what do you do when when things get tough? And he says he goes and rubs one out. I was like, in the bunk? He's like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, and the other guy's got to get in there. He's like, well, what I mean, it's not like it. I was like, oh my god, I don't want
It's
to
in
hear
his
anymore.
it's in his sock. It's fine. It's not on the
Right.
bunk.
The
It's in the
happy sock,
You're
right?
good,
The happy
yeah.
sock. Oh my goodness. But you know what I mean? This is crazy. Like, who are you recruiting to? You're probably going to scare more people away than attract.
Well, we should see how it turns out.
Oh, we will. We will, because I think this is what they tried before and the numbers went down.
Well, we're gonna take this headline down.
Sorry, Johnny. Governor DeSantis signs 3 bills prohibiting CCP from buying or owning farmland, influencing education.
CCP being the Communist China's People, whatever it is,
Chinese Communist Party.
Chinese Communist Party. But what about the
Right?
Chinese Non-Communist Party? Can they buy?
I don't know if they have one of those parties. That's a party I'd like to go to, though. Where the ladies at? Ooh,
Like,
where the
like
ladies?
what's he doing? Reviewing every purchase that happens in Florida, or what? He's dependent on realtors to not sell to Chinese, or how do
Well,
you enforce this?
don't you have to identify yourself when you buy property? Now, I suppose they can't stop American citizens from buying property.
Right? Yeah.
But if a company comes in to buy a property as a company, they're registered somewhere. So I'm sure you
I
can
guess.
trace it
Yeah.
back.
Sure.
I mean, how
Okay.
do we know
Makes sense.
TikTok is owned by the Communist Chinese Party?
Because the media told us.
But right, somebody has to trace it back to, where the money's coming from. So I guess you could, and I think it's a good move. I think this is silly. Like, how many countries allow us to just go in there and buy up all their stuff? Well, I mean, it's not fair because we're America, right? We used to be the money cow, the cash cow, whatever you call it. So a lot of countries probably would let Americans buy stuff because they think they're going to get rich off of them. But most countries don't want foreigners buying up their land.
Well, I mean, American expats, they go to a lot of these foreign countries for retirement and buy. I don't know about farmland, but they're buying
Yeah.
land and stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, take what was the last one? Belize, I think, was the last one that was like the big thing. Personally, I wouldn't buy in Belize. I mean, you're close to El Salvador, isn't it like the highest gang violence country in the world or something? But
Yeah, but not
but
Belize.
but that's what I'm saying. I know the people in Belize were probably saying, "Oh, bring those Americans and their money in." You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to sit there and be like, "Oh, bring those Chinese and their money in." Although we do take Chinese money, but I don't think they look at America as coming in. Well, I don't know, man. We've got a history of changing
Well,
everybody's.
if they buy their farmland and then build all their factories in America, would it be cheaper for us to buy Chinese products if it was made in America?
No, no, because they would have to ship them back to China and then ship them back to us. Or it'd be better though if we can take it out the back door here in America, like they do in China.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about that. Like, let's say they bought up a big farm, started growing food, and just shipping it all to China. What can we do about it?
Tax them for export.
That's about it, right? But we couldn't unfairly do it, right? Couldn't just pick on them, can we?
Sure, we can probably make a law. Why not? We make laws about everything else we
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
want. We don't like. I mean,
we could, right? But I don't
yeah,
think I'd
sure.
support that. I mean, I think that's. I do support not letting foreign countries invest it or buy it in our country. Invest in our businesses, maybe, yeah, but not to the point where they have influence on our country. I don't like it.
Well, if you don't like it, we're moving on then.
I'd rather be poorer than whatever. Texas mall shooter booted from Army after 3 months, service says. So they got drag queens in the Navy and we got shooters in the Army. So I guess fair enough, right? Johnny's revenge.
3 months. Is that even out of
Nope.
training yet?
He
Basic
didn't
and
complete
IIT?
basic, yeah. The guy's name is Garcia too, and they said I don't know. I haven't seen the guy. Did you even hear about this whole thing?
No. Like I said, I don't watch the news that much, so.
Well, I didn't either. I didn't hear about this shooting for some reason, and I immediately thought, well, maybe it didn't fit the narrative. But they apparently did say the guys, they did use white supremacy and Nazi words like that.
No.
So, but his last name's Garcia. I thought that was a Hispanic name. No,
Yeah.
am I wrong?
Stop making assumptions.
I know. I know you're right.
Profiling. You're profiling.
I know.
You racist.
No, I didn't say I didn't like him. My kids are half Spanish, dummy. But yeah, like I didn't hear much about this.
Don't mean you like them either.
Yeah, that's why I had them, right? So that I can. Yeah, I think James or Mike said that to me one time or something like that. I don't know. We had a conversation like that. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you?
I'm gonna say if he was booted from the army, he has problems. So
Well, that's why he was booted. I think
yeah. So
mental health stuff.
let me guess. He had owned the gun legally.
Yeah, but you know what? Dude?
I'm jumping to assumptions 'cause I don't know anything about the story, so I'm jumping to
Well,
assumptions.
you can make it all up you want, but let me tell you something. I think he was booted back in like 2012.
Oh,
Like I don't even think the dude was like it wasn't like he just went in.
so he has mental problems for the past 11 years. So.
Yes.
All right.
It's just like the Subway guy that we talked about. That they said, oh, he was a Michael Jackson impersonator. Like, they're trying to make it look like he was just this comic, but no, he hadn't done that in like years.
No.
So it's just the way they bring this stuff up, and it works on both sides. I don't know who the shooter. I don't really know the details on this, but
Maybe you should read the article.
yeah, I should. But I'm getting tired of the shootings too. I don't think it's cool anymore. I think it's another fad, like changing your gender.
Yeah, it's all to get their name out there.
It's all for attention. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Look at me. Isn't that why we do this show? Look at me.
Yeah,
Actually, it's not why.
We should just get rid of all guns. That'll solve the problem.
Yeah, and what? All genders and what else?
Yeah,
All schools. We need to get rid of all schools too. Why bother educating people if we're not going to teach them the right stuff?
Yeah, get rid of malls. We don't need to go shopping.
No, definitely. Well, malls are getting rid of themselves. So
That's true, they are.
yeah, they're going the wayside.
Or Amazon's getting rid of malls, one or the other.
Yeah, right. Bezos can.
Online shopping's getting rid of malls.
All hail Lord Bezos in the shopping district.
Well, if you need some money, here we go.
Activists demand 200 million reparations for every single African American in California.
What's the last word you said?
California.
All right, and that's in a conversation. So, thanks for joining us today.
Well, it's funny.
This state's going to make themselves go broke, and then they're going to want federal financing after that, and then
That's the problem.
feds go yeah.
That's the problem. We can all sit here and say, let California screw themselves, but that's the problem. It's just like the other branches in the military. Just like the Air Force. God bless the Air Force. I love them. Wish I was in there. But when they spend their money on their soldiers and then they can't fix a runway, hey, we need more money for the runway. Who pays for it? We do. So this is ridiculous because they're not going to be able to afford this. But once they try to dump out all this money, they're going to be like, oh, well, we need more. We need this. We need this. And going to take it from the rest of the taxpayers. That's the way it always happens. Just like the bank bailouts, just like all the other garbage. It's always everybody else paying for stupid people's decisions. When are they going to suffer their own consequences?
Not until we get a total clean out of the.
Because I'm all
People in
for
hell.
it. I'm all for it. Let California go broke. Let them go broke if they're not already broke. You know what I mean? Let all these rich snobs. See, that's the problem is these people making these decisions, they never suffer the consequences.
No,
It's
not at
always
all.
other people. And that's why it's easy to spend other people's money. That's why they say, oh, let's have a college bailout. Let's have a bank bailout. Because they're spending other people's money. They don't have to
Yeah.
give any money.
Hey, they don't. Because they're probably not working, so they're probably not taxpayers anyway.
Or even the rich people. It don't affect me. You know, I got my 3 homes, my yacht, my island over in the Caribbean. They don't care. It doesn't affect them.
Well, as long as our taxes don't raise, does it really affect us either?
Well, I mean, if you pay taxes, right?
Which I do. Speaking of taxes, I still haven't got my state taxes back. I filed February 1st and still ain't got state taxes back.
Because they need your money. Because, well, you know, that
They probably don't got money to get back to me.
That $4 trillion, they got to pay somebody.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if these shows are exciting or anymore. We need to probably just, I don't know. We need to bring a topic and just, I don't know what we need to do. But this cycle of news, this stuff is getting. Maybe we should give some tips on survival. How an average veteran survives all this nonsense,
By reading garbage headlines.
or ignoring the headlines.
There we go.
Well, this is like therapy, dude. I have to tell you, man. You know what I mean? With all the crap we've been through and stuff we've seen, like this does keep me calm. Honestly, I know it might not seem like that, but it does keep me calm.
Speaking of being seen, where do we meet at?
Oh no, that you can't talk about that now.
Where do we meet at?
You can't talk about that now.
Well, what was that place called?
You can't talk about that now because
That's
then you'll
past.
throw off the whole next episode we record.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll wait for a couple of days, then we'll talk about it. I don't even know what's coming up in the next episode, so I haven't seen those headlines yet. But
Yeah, that's the well. See, that's what I said. So maybe we need to do something. Maybe we need just free flow, and I don't know. We'll work on something. Especially you guys out there, Johnny. I don't know, Johnny and Chris. If you guys enjoy this, let us know. If you want us to go to specific topics, let us know. Or if you want a free flow, you know, we'll do so. We'll change up for you guys because obviously, you know, we're not attracting new people. But well, we are, but not the nice ones.
is your kid playing drums?
You can hear that? Oh my god, he does every night, dude. Every night the kid is obsessed with drums.
Good for him for practicing.
Yeah.
At least he has something he likes to do.
Every night he's obsessed with it. I love
it. At first, I thought it was you just tapping your fingers on the desk. That's barely how I hear it. Can you hear me tapping my fingers?
Yeah.
That's about all I hear.
Yeah. I can hear your mouse click a lot louder than I can you tapping though.
Oh.
Yeah. So all right, well, let's get out of this because now what are we talking? We're talking about nothing now, right? So Nate, thanks for joining me again as usual, Nate. Thank you guys out there for listening, guys, girls. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, send us all your money so we keep bringing this for free. Did I miss anything?
Until then,
Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.